was truly fun to play with him. Yes, sir, baby. Truly fun.
Look at what? 5 steals, 2 blocks. What? Luka, 5 steals, 2 blocks, baby. I see you. DPOR, baby.
The Lakers just survived the war. You could feel it in the final minutes. Every rebound, every rotation, and every whistle was very controversial. This wasn't some easy win against a rebuilding team. This was a game that you had to win without Austin Reeves. Because make no mistake, the San Antonio Spurs came out swinging when Wembanyama wanted to make a statement, but in the end, it was the Lakers trio of Luka Doncic, DeAndre Ayton, and Marcus Smart who pulled them out the fire. And honestly, this game said a lot about where the Lakers are right now. Not just as a team, but as a real Western Conference threat. They're now second in the West, 7-2 without LeBron, riding a 5-game win streak and building an identity that finally makes sense. So today, we're breaking down everything that went right. The superstar brilliance of Luka Doncic and the way he controls the game, and the redemption arc of DeAndre Ayton, which always gets me excited. We also have to talk about the defensive side of Marcus Smart's game. We'll get into that in today's video. Let's start with the man who made the Spurs fans question physics, Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic didn't just play basketball, he was literally orchestrating the entire game. 35 points, 13 assists, 9 rebounds, 5 steals, and he played 42 minutes. That is insane. He became the first Laker ever to put up 35 plus points, 10 plus assists, and 5 plus steals in a single game. And when you think about it, the players who have put on this jersey are Magic, LeBron, Kobe, and none of them have ever done that. Luka had LeBron and Austin Reeves on the bench absolutely stunned after one of his sequences. When the Spurs tried blitzing him, he dissected it. And when they switched, he bullied the mismatches. And when JJ Redick tried to get in the ref's ear mid-play, Luka just stood there grinning like, you can't stop me, bro.
Show him that you're upset. It did take a while.
And well, you want to know why you can't stop him? Let's get into this film breakdown. In this first play, Luka receives a pass and screen from Marcus Smart. Luka dribbles around the screen and hits a step back 3 in the defender's face. But the play doesn't end there. The Spurs expect Luka not to play defense, but after Luka reads the pass, he intercepts it and sprints down the court. Then he spots Ayton for the alley-oop finish. And on the second play, Luka gets double teamed by Spurs defenders, so he takes a defensive dribble stance by posting up. But what happens next is magical. After he picks up the ball, it looks like he's gonna pass it to Ayton or someone else, but instead, Luka jumped and passed it behind him to Rui Hachimura, and he did it without even looking. But guys, it gets crazy because in this last play, Luka and Ayton abuse the pick and roll. Once Luka gets to the half court, Ayton screens the defender off him. Then once Luka gets around the screen, he slows down to wait for Ayton to take the space in front of him. Luka fakes going inside, and he bounce passes it to Ayton after. And since Ayton has already built his momentum, no one can stop him from charging into the paint and getting the bucket. And now let's talk about the guy who quietly played an insane game against Victor Wembanyama. And this is DeAndre Ayton. Somehow, Ayton outplayed Victor Wembanyama. That is crazy. He had 22 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 9 for 13 shooting, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. And Wemby, 19 points on 5 for 14 shooting. Wow. Ayton was really setting the tone, it looked like. He looked very decisive. He didn't overthink the post-ups. You guys know Ayton overthinks a lot of things, but he wasn't doing that. And that's what the Lakers needed. A guy who doesn't overthink stuff. He's not really a role player, but a center who demands attention and is dominant. Dominating needs to come back. So let me show you a bit of dominating and how he played. In this first play, Ayton sets an off-ball screen for Luka, and as soon as Luka wraps around the screen and receives the ball, Ayton notices that Wemby is distracted and charges into the paint. And by the time Wemby tracks the ball back to the paint, it's too late because Luka throws the lob to Ayton for an easy finish. In this next play, Bronny misses a floater, but instead of immediately running back to play defense, Ayton waits in the paint because he sees that Luka is going to get the rebound. Once Luka picks up the ball, Ayton quickly shifts his movement towards the paint and is wide open for the Luka pass. Then Ayton slams it down for an easy 2 points. You guys see what I mean? This is what I need from DeAndre Ayton. And this last play is ridiculous. You can see that Ayton is an amazing perimeter and interior defender, and as soon as his man receives the ball, Ayton spaces himself perfectly to guard the perimeter and the drive at the same time. Then once his man drives for the layup, Ayton is in a perfect position to get the block. It's all about positioning, and I love how Ayton is playing. And another thing I love is sleeper. Before we talk about Marcus Smart, let's take a quick timeout, because if you're trying to catch a Lakers game live, check out sleeper. You can pick points, rebounds, assists, whatever you think Luka and Ayton are going to cook up in the next game, and you can make sure to track it live on sleeper as well. Use code MUVSY when you sign up, and they'll match your first deposit up to $100. $100. I'm going to be using Sleeper all season. And let's get into Marcus Smart because he did some crazy things. If Luka ran the offense and Ayton anchored the paint, then you need Marcus Smart to be that defender who commanded the floor. 17 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 10 for 10 from the line, and played absolutely insane on the defensive end of the game. He's the heartbeat of their defense, directing the switches, calling out cuts, and commanding the Lakers defense altogether.
In a row before they head out on the road.
That's what we like to call the Marcus Smart energy. And let me show you what I'm talking about. In this first play, we could see that Smart is closely guarding his defender at half court because the game is still close in the fourth quarter. Unfortunately, Smart gets switched onto Wemby after he gets hit by the screen. But this is only unfortunate for Wemby because once Wemby rolls into the paint, he is constantly getting harassed by Smart. And once Wemby gets the ball, Smart ultimately gets the stop. It doesn't matter if his opponent is 7'5", Marcus Smart is there to get the stop. And over here, Marcus Smart knows when to double team. He double teams the Spurs player, and immediately Smart reads the pass and gets the interception. He knows how to read the lanes. So with this steal, Smart quickly initiates the counterattack, switching dribble hands to throw the defender off balance. Then Smart goes up for a layup, but ultimately hands it off to Luka for the finish. You love this playmaking, you love this defense, but you love this last play even more. Because Luka misses a 3, that's pretty rare, and Ayton misses the rebound, and that's also rare, but Marcus Smart clutches up and saves the rebound. Then immediately slices through the defense and gets an easy layup to tie up the game late in the fourth quarter. This man is not only good on defense, he's also clutch. And here's where it all comes together. They aren't just surviving without LeBron. You can see there's a different energy about this squad. And Coach JJ Redick talks about one thing, and it's collectiveness. And this is one thing that the Lakers are showing. Offensively, Luka's gravity opens up space for everyone. Smart's movement keeps defenses guessing, and Ayton's presence forces teams to pick their poison. Defensively, this is the best I've seen the Lakers look in months. They communicate, they're rotating, and that's all you really need. And imagine, they're on a 5-game win streak right now, and a couple of games are without Reeves, and every game is without LeBron James. So just imagine when these two come back healthy, it's going to be a problem. And somehow, every single year, Luka Doncic finds a way to play better and orchestrate the offense in ways I've not seen before. And I know this was a close game against the San Antonio Spurs. Some mistakes were made, but you could see that the Lakers are evolving. And the rest of the league better take notice. Because if this is how the Lakers look without LeBron, I am genuinely worried for this league. Rui Hachimura is also a glue guy for this roster. I love how he's playing as well. You cannot trade him in the trade deadline. I would love to see Rui Hachimura still on the squad. He's one of my favorite players. Jake LaRavia also has been going wild. Have you guys been seeing these last couple of games? There's been games he got 20+ points. And while this offseason move for the Lakers is looking very, very good right now. But in the comment section, let me know, where will the Lakers finish this regular season? Are they going to stay a top 3 seed in this West? And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like. It would be insane if we can get to 1,000 likes. And if you're new to the channel, please leave that subscribe as well. We're almost at 30,000. Thank you, legends, for watching today's video. I'll catch you in the next one.